If you're seeing this on or around February 1st, stop and stay. It's the first of the month. What we do on the first of the month? We manifest.
Let me be the one to tell you. Most of your great grandmothers were magical women. She had an altar, but she didn't call it that.
Don't manifest cash. Don't manifest a specific amount of money. This is just my advice. I'm just, you can do whatever you want, but this is my advice. I would never, ever.
Are you not using witchcraft and manifestation work to change your life? What are you waiting on? At the age of 30, I was living with my grandma.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and all day. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just
I'm gonna give you. If you're seeing this on or around February 1st, stop and stay. It's the first of the month. What we do on the first of the month? We manifest. And not just any old day. We have the first of the month on a Sabbath day on a Saturday. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna give y'all a good energy combination in 4 parts. I'm gonna give y'all a song, a psalm, an affirmation, and a time frame. Let's go. So let's start with time frame. You can do this when you first wake up or when you first go to sleep. It's up to you. Number 2, like I always tell y'all, first of the month, we manifest. So this is a good Psalms for manifestations, abundance, income, and increase. And yes, the entire chapter. Don't be lazy. Because how you going to be lazy, but you want stuff to come to you? That don't go together. Then after that, you can say this affirmation that I created as a little oomph. And for a little razzle dazzle, if you had my Escaping the Matrix guide, y'all know I always tell y'all to go to chapter 5 for the manifestation part. And lastly, a song. I'm going to just give y'all multiple songs, but this one specifically. That one I always get the job done. But anyway, peace.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So per request, I have another amazing video for February so you guys can manifest the best life possible for 2025. So y'all see behind me here is my vision board right there.
As a mother with 3 daughters, I definitely understand this, so I got you on the money spells. But not so fast. Before we get down to the nitty gritty, y'all know it's going to be some questions. 2 questions for y'all. Before doing any type of spell work, what must you do first? There are 2 things that I want you to name. Because I have the dopest soul family on TikTok, I know y'all gonna get it. Y'all been showing up and showing out in them comments. This is honestly a great time for y'all to go ahead and test your discernment. Discernment is just another word for intuition. Remember, the prefix to intuition is in, which means you gotta go inward for the answers. You can't look in a book. I know that's what they taught y'all to do though. Trust you, trust yourself. We all vibrating high over here, so ain't gonna be no negativity in the comments. Next question. This is gonna be for my people that's been here for a minute. What is my favorite money spell to do? I'll give you a hint. There's a song connected to it that I broke down in one of my playlists. Yeah, I know life is beautiful, so we have fun around here. I can't wait to see your answers. Let me teach y'all the very first abundance spell that I learned. Blowing cinnamon on the first. How many people do this many different ways. I'm giving y'all Yaya's way, alright? But I do want to hear if you do it different from me. I want to hear what you do. Just be easy in the comments though. Don't come trying to school me. And see, for most of y'all, I don't even have to put that disclaimer out there. But for those of y'all who always feel a little froggy in the comments, jump right onto somebody else's page because I'm not the one nor two. Now, a lot of people that blow the cinnamon on the first are actually doing it wrong, which is why they think it does not work. You know, because I rock with y'all so tough, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this time. So go ahead, grab your broom. We're going to act like it's the first of the month. Going outside to your front door, stand outside of it. Sweep the front door, the fronts too. Whatever it is in front of your house, sweep it. You are sweeping away the stagnant energy. Next, grab your cinnamon. Do not make it too hard, okay? Don't make it difficult. It does not have to be a specific type of cinnamon. I just said cinnamon. This is like Aldi cinnamon. See? You see? Budget friendly. There we go. Now, you're going to put that cinnamon in your right hand. This is going to differ depending on your culture, but just remember, in Hoodoo, I was taught that the right hand sends and the left hand receives. So that's exactly what I'm going to keep following. Now that you got your cinnamon, do not miss this step. go ahead and set your intent. Put your essence into this cinnamon. What that means is just speak to it. Tell it what you want it to do. It's going to feel weird at first because it's going to be like, what am I doing? But trust and believe it's going to pay off. When you're done with that, you want to go ahead and blow it inside of your house. Blow the cinnamon inside of your house. Okay, so it'll look like this. As this cinnamon blows, prosperity will flow. As this cinnamon blows, abundance will flow. As this cinnamon blows, peace will flow. And then I'm going to blow it in. Into the home. Let it go into the house, right? Hey. It's like, okay. Then, after you dust your hands off, you don't want to wash your hands. You want to leave it on your hands. Leave the cinnamon on the floor for a period of 24 hours. I just leave it. It's just a little sprinkle. It ain't going to hurt nothing. So, go ahead and leave that cinnamon. Also, leave your worries at that door. This is where people mess up at. Leave your worries at that door, because if you don't, it's not going to work. Because if you know that it's going to work, not even believe, because remember, believe is to not know. So if you know that it's going to work, leave your worries at that door. Whatever it is that you manifested, just know that it's going to happen. So mote it be. Walk away. Yeah, go on and get to it. Stop being afraid of your own power. You got it for a reason. All about in how you use it. Before I go, I just want to say, if you an OG in this hoodoo game, if you know, you know. What's these for y'all? Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
Let me be the one to tell you. Most of your great-grandmothers were magical women. She had an altar, but she didn't call it that. Back then, they called it prayer warrior closet or intercession room. She didn't call it Reiki. She called it laying hands. She didn't call it mediumship. She called it prophesying, or I had a dream. She didn't have a potion. She said, drink this tea and you will feel better. There is nothing new under the sun. Just reclaim what she did with more information to guide your path.
Quick spiritual tip. If you want to quickly and discreetly get rid of bad energy that's on you and send it back, do this. Take some extra virgin olive oil. Place it on the insides of your wrist. And like you are rubbing perfume on your wrist, rub it together. And then watch the people around you and how they behave. Because remember, this is a sneaky return to sender and cleanse. You're basically anointing yourself with this olive oil. So watch people. If you were sad and then all of a sudden you feel better, and then somebody that's your quote unquote friend is sad, if you've been suffering from headaches and somebody in your circle or that you know start having headaches, then you know who the rat is. And you'll know exactly who it is, because extra virgin olive oil has always been used in spiritual practices. It's always been used in warding and protection work. But most importantly, the reason why I said you'll know who it is because it also sharpens your intuition and psychic abilities. Don't tell nobody I told you that shit.
You've been doing the coldest return to sender spell since elementary school, but I'll tell you how I do it. Now you envision that person or thing that hurt you. Take your consciousness back to the place in time when they do it, and then you say to them, I'm rubber and you're glue. Everything you think of me bounces off and sticks to you. Return your consciousness to the current moment in time, and nothing they do from this moment will hurt you. Wholeness, infinite waters flowing through.
Looks like this young lady is using the water cup method to manifest her new home in Hawaii. Now this water cup method works. I have a video.
Want to know why your manifestations are not working? And do you want a super easy fix? There's something you can do every single night before you go to sleep. First, why they're not working. You're saying, I'm rich, I'm this, I'm that. Your brain is rejecting it because it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And no, you're not. That's because you're dealing with the conscious brain. We got to deal with the subconscious. That's where the magic happens. So we're almost going to kind of trick it, because you got to do it as you're falling to sleep when it won't resist. Say these 3 phrases every night before you fall asleep, and you're gonna see huge results within 2 weeks. First one is, universe, what can you surprise and delight me with? Number 2, only good things are on the way to me right now. Number 3, everything is always working out for me. Those 3 mantras repeated before you fall asleep are going to give you amazing results. Drop I believe in the comments to send your subconscious the message that we're going to reprogram you right now.
About something crazy. I call my hair Donna. And I named her Donna because I did the big chop back in 2017 as well.
Yep.
When she started growing back, she was growing straight at the top. I was cooking live one night, 2018. And I was like, Lord Jesus, this hair is growing straight at the top like Don King. I'm gonna have to call her Donna. And people was laughing just like that in the comments. They was laughing, I was laughing. In that moment, I heard the Holy Spirit say, keep calling her Donna. And I was like, okay. So every day I called her Donna. And people in the comments like, this girl is crazy calling her hair Donna. Who would name their hair?
Right.
Every day Donna. So when I started losing my hair the next year in the back, because I had stenosis in my spine, so I had to have this period of time for about 3 or 4 months where I had to lay flat on my back to sleep. And it started to thin my hair out in the back.
Right.
So because I was also new to being vegan, I was trying to find new products to help grow my hair back in the back.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want to put just anything on my head. So I started mixing oils together for Donna. I was like, Lord, I got to find something to help grow my hair back.
Also, though, naming something does give life to
It gives it
something.
power.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And people think that's crazy. But then, 2021, I launched Donna's Recipe, which is my hair care line with me and my business partner. We created a hair care line called Donna's Recipe. We're in Ulta Beauty. We are in Target.
Come
we're
on.
Amazon. And we are self-funded. Multi-million-dollar brand.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We owe zero debt to anybody.
What?
See how that sound crazy until it ain't? Yeah.
Let them know, damn!
Talk real quick about everyday hoodoo. I don't mean the fancy stuff. I don't mean the book stuff. I don't mean the TikTok stuff. I don't mean the over-the-top stuff. I'm talking about your everyday hoodoo. Plain and simple juju. When you wake up in the morning, the very first words out of your mouth are powerful. What are you saying? Don't waste that energy yelling at your kids or your spouse. Use it. When you make your coffee, your tea, your morning beverage, what are you speaking over it before you consume it? The same way someone can work you negatively with food and drink, you can work for yourself every day. When you leave your home or enter your home, do you have any routines or rituals? Make them work for you. When you strip your bed or make your bed, make it work for you. Almost everything that you do that is a routine is workable. Make it work for you. Routines are just a step, just a smidgen beneath ritual. Again, I say, make it work for you. Our ancestors did not have a bunch of time to be doing a whole lot of extra stuff. They didn't really own their time. So they had to be wise, vigilant, savvy, witty. Don't waste that wisdom. Make it work for you. Meet me in the comments if you feel like sharing with the community some of the things you already do. Each one teach one.
If you are tired of constantly manifesting the wrong things in your life and can't wait to shift to manifest the things you do want, this is how to do it. I'm Tynell, a manifesting coach helping you stop sabotaging manifestations and actually receive them. The reason why this keeps happening to you is that you have that same story running in the back of your mind that is keeping you where you're at. Same limiting thoughts, the same limiting beliefs, and even though you are practicing all the methods and techniques that you've been learning, it is still keeping you in the same place you are now. The best thing that you can do here instead is to become the version of you that already has that manifestation in their life. You don't need to wait for the evidence. You don't need to wait for that manifestation to come into your life. Write down exactly what that new version of you is and begin to live your life accordingly.
Hey y'all, when you want to block and destroy your enemies as well as dominate them, bring out the spell book. For the hoodoo girlies that get it, you get it. And the ones who don't, oh well. Psalms 18 verses 40 through 45. Thou hast given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then I did beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as dirt in the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their closed places. Y'all, put your enemies next to this verse. You don't need no candle. You don't need nothing else. You got people who have gathered with other people to try to destroy you and they don't even know you. Put them in the Bible. And I promise you, like the verse says, after they go through all their deities and the different spirits that they work with, they're going to call unto God and God will not hear them. For he has delivered you, your enemies, known and unknown. And the ones who join forces to destroy you will come begging you for forgiveness, will try to be your friend to get that pressure off their neck. I ain't lying. Go ahead, try it. You ain't got to trust me.
Don't manifest cash. Don't manifest a specific amount of money. This is just my advice. I'm just, you can do whatever you want, but this is my advice. I would never, ever manifest a specific amount of money because that's a limit. I always will manifest continuous, flowing, financial income that always increases. You can't beat that. Because if you say I'm manifesting money, you could find a penny. There goes the money. Manifestation complete. Okay. You can say I'm manifesting $350,000. Okay. You're manifesting $350,000. Great. It could stay tied up for a long time. You don't know when you're going to get that. You could get that when you know, in your future. Because when you put a number on something and you're not able to maintain it or don't have any avenues for it to come into your life, what you're doing is you may be putting obstacles in the path of any amount of money coming in because you're focused on one amount. Okay, so, and if you don't say any, like if you are manifesting it and not thinking about how you're going to get it, what if it's through a car accident? What if it's through some compensation for some allergic reaction, or you lost a body part or something like that? So this is why I say, manifesting continuous, increasing financial income flow. And in order for me to have that kind of flow, I'm going to need a way to get that money. I'm going to need an idea. I'm going to need a way for that money to come in. So I would also manifest money-making ideas. Okay? Not just money. Money, you can find a penny. Money-making ideas. Continuous money-making ideas. Continuous financial income increasing flow. Whatever. Okay, so you got to use the words correctly. Words are very, very, very important because words will have you messing up your manifestation.
Are you not using witchcraft and manifestation work to change your life? What are you waiting on? At the age of 30, I was living with my grandmother, sleeping on a motherfucking bunk bed. Every night I would bump my head on that bunk bed by accident, but it always happened, and it would piss me off to the point to where I was shaking. But I started to transmute that energy, and every night before I went to sleep, I would visualize myself sleeping on my California king bed, my really big window in my room open, and I could see the moon. It was wonderful. 6 months after that, I got into this huge apartment through public housing where I got that really big window where I could watch the night sky from my bed, and it was perfect. Fast forward to 3 years later, I wanted something better, something more. So I decided to couple my manifestation work with witchcraft because I needed something big. That's when I came up with my bust open and rose ritual, the biggest and most powerful road opening ritual that I have ever done. That ritual got me out to Las Vegas with only $46 in my pocket. I got an immediate job. I won 2 jackpots at the same casino on the same slot machine in the same weekend that was able to secure me an apartment, the apartment that I wanted. And not only that, he gave me the apartment $300 cheaper and waived my fees because he liked my energy. Since doing that ritual and making this big move, I've been on the radio, I've been on several podcasts, I've modeled on the beach in my drawers, one of my favorite and finest memories. Traveled and changed hundreds of lives. So I'm asking you, why haven't you coupled your manifestation work with your witchcraft? And if you don't know how, I think it's past time you should be following me. Let's do this.
One reason why a lot of people dive into spirituality and then revert back to religion is because they use spirituality as escapism and bypassing. They misunderstand spirituality as a quick fix rather than a deep personal journey. Like for an example, trying to find a man with rose quartz. These type of people think that spirituality is just going to magically get rid of their problems, their trauma, and make their lives perfect without even putting in the effort to go within and acknowledge things about themselves. But spirituality is the complete opposite. Spirituality is like a mirror reflecting back who you truly are. Like it's a journey within. When they realize it's not always sunshine and rainbows, they get in fear and run back to religion. Because their plan was never to heal, grow, evolve, and accept things about themselves, or even take accountability. Their whole point of getting into spirituality was to avoid real life issues that they don't want to confront. Spirituality shows them parts of themselves that they've been suppressing their whole entire life. This is when they start to demonize spirituality because shadow aspects of themselves that they didn't have to face in religion is arising. And they can't take that. They can't take their shadow side. They think that the dark aspects of themselves that they've been avoiding are demons. In most religions, your darkness is associated with evil and demonic. But darkness is not always demonic. I need people to realize that. Those type of people find comfort in the familiar structure and community of organized religion. Spirituality requires self-awareness and accountability. And that can be overwhelming, especially if you're somebody who purposely avoid certain parts of themselves. Like, you can't confront anything that you're going through. A lot of people fear the unknown and the lack of concrete answers that spirituality involves. They struggle with the lack of external validation and guidance that religion provides. Everybody cannot handle being confronted with their true selves. That's why a lot of people say that this path is not for everybody. We don't say that for no reason. When you are tapping into spirituality, you have to be prepared to face your inner demons and unresolved issues within. A lot of people tapping into spirituality for the wrong reasons, and that's gonna get your ass snatched up real quick.